3 semis full of gear travel with the tour. Full-time technicians know each bowler's specifics and drill the balls on site.
Well, this is the top of the industry right here. We're the best in the country and the world for drilling bowling balls, and that's why we're here. And we're dealing with the best bowlers in the world, and it's an honor to be here.
What do the pros say to the skeptics? Pro bowling? I don't get it.
I understand that they don't understand. That's about the best I can say about it. They just don't understand.
Gary, Phoenix, one of 21 stops on the season this year for this squad and this group of bowlers from the PBA. Next up for them, Birmingham, Alabama. They're on the road and headed there as we speak this afternoon. Speaking of this afternoon, here at the U.S. Airways Arena, the Sonics and the Suns getting ready to tip off a 6 o'clock tip from here, and we'll have a complete wrap for you at 10 o'clock with sound from the players, and we'll see what happens here in this matchup as the Suns look for their 7th straight victory at home. Live at the U.S. Airways Center, Amy Bender, CBS 5 Sports.
All right. Keep bowling, kid. We'll see you later. That is going to do it for the CBS 5 Sports Wrap. My thanks go out to former Cards great Roy Green, Amy Bender, sports producer Jody Isaac, director Cesar Hernandez, technical director Nathan Erickson, and of course my 4 Live crew in the studio. It takes a lot of special people to put on this broadcast. We will be back for CBS 5 News, Weather, and Sports at 5:30 with the lovely Christina Wofford, the weather genius of Mike Harvey, and yours truly. So long, everyone.
Fulton Homes. You're proud to own, we're proud to build.
Unleash the power of 2.99% financing at La Mesa RV, and you'll get the RV of your dreams today at a payment that's right for you right now. 2.99% for the life of the loan on every new Winnebago, or up to 20-year financing on select new and used RVs. Like this brand new Sun Cruiser. It's discounted over $13,000. It's yours for just $690 a month. Or this 2004 40-foot Zanzibar, discounted $70,000. It's only $149,998. Unleash the power of 2.99% financing at La Mesa RV today.
Cox Communications is your best choice with video entertainment packages to suit everyone. Looking for basic programming? Get the Cox Basic package for less than $20. Get even more with Cox Digital Cable, with access to over 300 channels of incredible video and music programming, including 15 channels in high definition. Get HBO and Cinemax for award-winning series, the most movies, and fewer repeats. It's TV worth watching. With Cox Digital Cable, movies come to you in digital quality picture and sound. Order now and your first month is free. Plus, get your local channels at no extra cost and free expanded service on all your additional TVs. You can't get that with satellite. Call now and get your first month of Cox Digital Cable with 1 tier, HBO, and Cinemax free. Plus, professional installation is only $4.95. Save over $56. Call Cox today, 623-594-1094.
Good evening, I'm John Roberts. Jitters before tomorrow's opening bell as investors weigh the impact of higher oil prices and massive layoffs at Ford. That's where we begin tonight.
14 miner deaths in 1 month. I'm Randall Pinkston. What can be done to make mining safer?
Pictures that could tell an important story. I'm Joey Chen at the White House on new questions about the president's connections to a disgraced lobbyist.
Paid informants on campus. I'm Jerry Bowen in Los Angeles.
This is the CBS Evening News with John Roberts.
After what some traders described as a bloodbath on Friday, all eyes will be on Wall Street tomorrow. The question, will stocks stabilize or will the sell-off continue? Economic growth has been relatively strong, but the rising price of oil and uneven corporate earnings have provoked plenty of uncertainty. So, where are we headed? Tony Guida takes a look.
Will there be an interruption of oil shipments from Iran? Will companies continue reporting tepid earnings? Will another wild card hit the markets, like last week's bin Laden threat? If you know the answers to these questions, you might be able to foretell what will happen on Wall Street tomorrow. For the rest of us, it's educated guessing.
You know, I'd be surprised by another sharp drop in the stock market because there isn't anything really that's precipitating it.
Which is not to say there won't be. When Iran's president threatened to shut off his oil pipelines in the face of international sanctions, markets shuddered. Oil is approaching its record price, $70 a barrel, and experts fear it's going higher. Good luck at the gas pump.
What you paid on Katrina might seem like the best deal you're going to find in town. This is a very serious situation with Iranian oil.
Beyond nervous markets, the economy has a case of the jitters. Ford will cut at least 25,000 jobs tomorrow and close 4 U.S. assembly lines. Consumers continue spending more than they make, even as their wages fall behind inflation. But that can't last. Once people begin pinching pennies, economists expect further damage to corporate profits.
In 2006, the fate of the economy rests on the ability to create jobs.
That's the only way, says economist Robert Brusca, that consumers can expect to raise their incomes, with the Fed doing all it can to dampen higher wages. But he's not optimistic.
And right now the economy seems pretty pressured. It seems unlikely that that's going to happen.
Further clues on corporate profits will come tomorrow when Bank of America and Texas Instruments report their earnings. And confirmation that the economy is slowing should come on Friday when the government reports latest figures on economic output. Wall Street expects them to be down sharply from the previous report. John?
You can just never relax when it comes to thinking about the economy. Tony Guida, thanks very much. A Senate subcommittee opens hearings into mine safety tomorrow. The investigation was provoked by the disaster earlier this month at the Sago mine in Tallsmanville, West Virginia. But after 2 more deaths at another mine yesterday, West Virginia's governor isn't waiting for hearings to take action. Here's Randall Pinkston.
For the 3rd consecutive Sunday, West Virginians prayed for miners who lost their lives. In less than a month, 2 accidents, 14 deaths. Suddenly, mine disasters are prompting a flurry of promises from state and federal lawmakers.
It's unfortunate that every coal mine health and safety law on the books today is written with the blood of coal miners.
This week, West Virginia Governor Joe Manchin will propose new state legislation to improve safety conditions for miners. In Washington, a Senate subcommittee launches the first of a series of hearings. And the Bush administration, after putting mine safety on the back burner, is expressing new interest in the issue. The Federal Office of Mine Safety and Health is seeking ways to improve equipment and technology. The focus, according to a draft memo obtained by the Los Angeles Times, includes underground communication systems, including tracking devices to determine miners' locations, breathing equipment that will provide miners with more than an hour of oxygen, and robots for entering areas too dangerous for humans in the event of accidents.
The whole issue of mine rescue is something that needs to be thought about.
Mining safety expert Lewis Wade believes rescue teams performed well in both West Virginia accidents.
There are always dangers associated with it, and I think situations as have happened in the last month underscore the need to be vigilant.
Without safety improvements, there's concern that fewer people will be willing to do the work, which would impact coal production at a time of rising demand. 36 states are now planning new coal-fired power plants.
For the past decade, coal has provided almost as much fuel for power plants as oil. And coal doesn't have to be imported. Another good reason to do everything possible to do more to protect the people who get the coal.
And this administration is pushing even greater use of coal as well, Randall. Thanks very much. There is still no word on the fate of Jill Carroll, the American journalist held hostage in Iraq. 2 days have passed since the deadline set by her kidnappers for the release of Iraqi women detainees. Also in the battle for Iraq, insurgent attacks today killed at least 15 people, including 4 children. And Iraq's largest Sunni political bloc said today it would oppose any political party involved with anti-Sunni attacks from joining the new government. Ever since the White House admitted that disgraced Washington lobbyist Jack Abramoff had attended several events and meetings there, the hunt has been on to find photos of Abramoff together with President Bush. Well, the hunt appears to be over tonight, with 2 magazines reporting they have seen the goods. Joey Chen has that story for us tonight.
Everyone wants his picture taken with the president, but a handful of shots taken with a disgraced Washington lobbyist and reportedly shown to 2 publications is raising suspicion there may be more to Jack Abramoff's relationship with Mr. Bush than the White House would like to admit. The official line:
the president does not know him, nor does the president recall ever meeting him.
And the president's spokesman bristled at reporters who questioned how high up those staff-level meetings with Abramoff went.
This guy is radioactive in Washington, and he knows guys like Karl Rove. So did he meet with him or not?
I know.
Don't put it on us to bring something specific. That is a specific question about a specific individual.
Tomorrow's edition of Time magazine reports there are at least 5 photos of the president with Abramoff.
The president has spent some time with him, at least in front of the camera.
The White House has said it wouldn't be surprising if pictures did turn up. As a major fundraiser, Abramoff had attended some annual Hanukkah parties. But political observers say the White House should expect more questions and shouldn't try to duck them.
The White House is playing such hide and seek about their relations with Abramoff. They're allowing imaginations to run wild about the actual ties. So it creates an environment where any photo or any new detail that emerges makes it look like there's more to it than maybe there is.
Time's source wouldn't allow the magazine to print any of the pictures, and CBS News has not been able to independently verify them. So the hunt for details about exactly who Abramoff met with here, as well as for those photos, goes on. And we're told, John, that even the tabloids are interested in those pictures.
Oh, I'm sure they are, and I bet they go to the highest bidder as well. We'll keep watching this, Joey. Thanks very much. Still to come on tonight's CBS Evening News, the new deal for credit card users, a major boost for minimum payments.
Are you tired of wearing food in your lap? Does that old-fashioned TV tray have you painfully hunched over? When you need to get closer, there's TableMate. TableMate makes whatever you're doing more comfortable. Its ingenious design allows you to sit back, relax, and slide the table right up to your body. You'll love getting close to TableMate. Whether it's eating, reading, or writing, TableMate will serve your family well. Ouch, cross-leg trays force you to the edge, but TableMate slides to you for more comfort. It easily adjusts to 6 different heights and 3 comfortable angles. It's like having 18 tables in one. TableMate's extra-large surface transforms from a kid's art easel to a yummy snack server in a snap. Converts from a convenient card table to the most comfortable laptop workstation you'll ever find. And when you're done, it folds flat for storage or stacks for easy access. TableMate is extremely lightweight, yet strong enough to hold up to 50 pounds and still slides with the touch of a finger. Amazing! Use TableMate to tailgate, poolside, on the boat or RV. It's the most portable table you'll ever use. You could spend over $250 on different tables to do what just one TableMate can, but you won't pay that. Call now and get the incredible TableMate for only $29.95. But it gets better. For our special TV customers, we'll also include this remote control organizer, a $20 value free. It's ideal for keeping all your remotes in one safe place. It conveniently fits over any armrest and even stores your TV books and snacks. Yours free. TableMate comes with a lifetime replacement guarantee. If it ever breaks, buckles, or bends, we'll replace it free for life. You get the TableMate remote organizer and the lifetime guarantee, an $80 value, all for just $29.95. And when you call, ask how to get a TableMate free. Call now.
Call 1-800-382-6442 to order your TableMate for $29.95 and find out how you can get another TableMate free. This incredible offer won't last. Call 1-800-382-6442.
Well, the holiday fun is but a distant memory now, but for millions of credit card users, the bills are just starting to roll in, and many will have to fork over more than they're used to. Alexis Christoforous explains.
Christian La Liberté is exactly the kind of consumer credit card companies love.
I would charge everything to my credit card just because it was easier.
The 22-year-old New Yorker has been carrying a $3,000 balance on his credit card for 2 years.
I usually pay the minimum that they list.
But Christian may be in for a surprise. His minimum monthly payment could soon double from $120 to $240. Beginning this month, credit card companies are required to raise the minimum payment to include at least 1% of the principal.
Consumers have the misconception that lower minimum payments are better for them, but in the long run, they're the ones who are hurt.
That's because minimum payments barely cover finance charges and leave the principal largely untouched. Before the new rules, a $10,000 balance at 18% interest required a $200 minimum monthly payment. At that rate, and with no new purchases, it would take 57 years to pay it off. Under the new guidelines, the minimum payment jumps to $300, and the balance would be paid off in 22 years.
While the new rules will mean long-term gain, many are concerned about short-term pain.
An increase like that in your credit card payment might be enough that wouldn't be realistic for you to be able to pay.
Consumer advocates say your best defense is to read the fine print and pay on time.
Because even a single late payment can not only trigger these late payment fees, but also set into motion this kind of domino effect of penalty rates and, higher fees with other cards.
And with Americans owing $800 billion in credit card debt, regulators hope the rules will help consumers become more fiscally fit in the new year. Alexis Christoforous, CBS News, New York.
A U.S. Army interrogator faces up to 3 years and 3 months in prison after a military jury convicted him of negligent homicide in the suffocation death of an Iraqi general. Chief Warrant Officer Louis Welshofer was acquitted of the more serious charge of murder. Just ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, Class Action, the new conservative hunt for liberal college professors.
Oh, you're aching back. It's impossible to drive long distances or even do daily activities. Introducing Dr. Grosso's Back Relief Belt, a brand new way to relieve minor back pain when you need it most. The Back Relief Belt is a custom lumbar support that you wear, and the secret to its success is the hidden pump that inflates the belt to exactly the support level you need.
Well, I've had problems with my back for quite a while. I have 3 herniated discs, and driving was especially a problem. I drove to Florida with my wife, and I wore the belt the whole time. And for the first time, I was able to get out of the car and stand up straight without pain in my back.
The Back Relief Belt quickly adjusts to any waist size and provides dynamic support right where you need it. It can even be worn under clothing. It's perfect for the car, providing portable relief. It goes with you to the office for all-day comfort. It even goes home when it's time to relax.
You can put it on, and it's instant relief.
Forget about rolled-up pillows. The Back Relief Belt makes every chair your favorite chair. You can get your one-size-fits-all Back Relief Belt for only $19.95 and will also include the Guide to a Pain-Free Back, featuring Dr. Grosso's tips for a strong, healthy back. But that's not all. We'll also send you our reusable hot and cold packs for soothing heat and cooling relief right in your back belt. Yours absolutely free. So pump for custom support. Pump for lasting comfort. Pump for minor back relief everywhere you go.
It's adjustable, you can take it anywhere, and it definitely works.
It works.
It absolutely works.
To order Dr. Grosso's Back Relief Belt for just $19.95 plus $7.95 shipping and processing, call 1-800-749-1726. Order now and get the reusable hot and cold packs and Dr. Grosso's Guide absolutely free. So call now at 1-800-749-1726. Must be 18 or older to call.
It's the world's biggest oil reserve, and it's right here in North America.
It is oil.
What does it mean for our oil future? Everything. 60 Minutes tonight.
This week, if you were the victim of a brutal crime, could you forgive your attacker? You may be shocked when you hear this woman's story of despair, triumph, and the power of forgiveness on The Early Show.
Former President Gerald Ford remains hospitalized with pneumonia tonight in Rancho Mirage, California. Doctors say the 92-year-old former president continues to improve, but they will not say when he will be released. It was thought that he would have been able to go home last Thursday. In every university classroom across the country, you'll find students taking notes on lectures. But these days, as Jerry Bowen reports, some professors at UCLA may have reason to worry about just what their students are writing down.
The UCLA campus is one of the bastions of free speech, but these days a price has been put on what's being said in the classroom, and history professor Eric Avila doesn't like it.
How do I know that half of you are not taking notes and then going to this website and giving it to these people?
The website is UCLAprofs.com, where the so-called Dirty 30 list is displayed. 30 teachers named for being left-wing or liberal. based largely on activities outside the classroom, a website sponsored by the year-old Bruin Alumni Association.
I have just been absolutely swamped, though. So
the creation of 24-year-old Andrew Jones, Republican, recent graduate, and now recruiter. He's offering students $100 to tape professors and expose those who turned the lectern into a political soapbox.
We'll look at the class and really say, on balance, is it every now and then the professor says something kind of intemperate, or is it really just out of control?
History professor Ellen Du Bois is on the list for being militant, impatient, accusatory, and radical. Very radical.
I just couldn't believe that he was actually inviting students to collect material in their faculty for money.
What's being attempted here at UCLA may be the most aggressive effort in a national campaign. A campaign by conservative political watchdog groups to weed out what they see as objectionable political content in the classroom.
We want the universities to enforce their own academic freedom.
Conservative commentator David Horowitz is campaigning in a dozen states to end what he contends is a hostile atmosphere for students who might disagree with their professors. Critics say the problem is overstated.
I'm more concerned for the atmosphere of assault that this represents.
UCLA officials say taping lectures might violate copyright laws, but it may never become an issue. So far, just one student is said to have taken the pledge to report on his professors. Jerry Bowen, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Coming up next on tonight's CBS Evening News, second thoughts on drug safety from an FDA whistleblower.
Tired of cleaning the old-fashioned way? Brushing, squirting, and sweating. It takes all day. Hi, I'm Mary Ferguson, and those days are over. Introducing Ultimate Scrubber, the new handheld portable power cleaner that does all your household cleaning in half the time. Look, with ordinary brushes, no matter how hard you try, you can only generate around 80 scrubs per minute. But with Ultimate Scrubber, just press the button, and it does 300 scrubs per minute to power clean away dirt and grime like never before. And you don't have to use those harsh chemicals with strong fumes which make you sick. The secret is our powerful motor that spins non-stop to break up tough stains, supercharging your favorite cleaner to be up to 20 times more effective, guaranteed. Snap on the fabric brush and spot clean stains off laundry, or use our utility brush to clean up after kids in seconds. Look, cleaning into corners and tight areas is frustrating. But now use our exclusive twister brush and power clean hard-to-access areas easily and effectively. Ultimate Scrubber even power cleans dust and grime off AC vents in seconds. Ultimate Scrubber even polishes. Now gently restore shine to your wood furniture in no time. Cut your cleaning time in half with Ultimate Scrubber for $19.95. And here's even a better deal. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll give you a second scrubber free. Keep one in your car to help clean up after fast food accidents. And as a special gift, we'll also give you our automotive kit to easily buff those nicks and scratches off your paint. If Ultimate Scrubber is not the most amazing cleaning tool, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. You get it all. 2 complete Ultimate Scrubbers, the automotive kit, and the guarantee. An $80 value, all for just $19.95. This is a TV-only offer and is not available in stores, so call now.
Call 1-800-972-4987 to get your Ultimate Scrubber for only $19.95 plus $8.95 shipping and handling. Must be 18 or older to call.
Crunch time at Ford. Like other American car makers, the auto giant is in deep trouble and facing massive layoffs. Monday, will a new plan to restructure Ford, along with snazzy new models, be enough to save the ailing company? See why more people are watching the CBS Evening News, the fastest growing network evening newscast.
Americans rely on the Food and Drug Administration to protect them against unsafe drugs. So it was big news when an agency insider went public with withering criticism of FDA procedures. A year later, he's still living with the aftershocks of his decision. Cheryl Atkinson's follow-up report is tonight's Weekend Journal.
Today, Dr. David Graham is enjoying the peace and quiet of his country home in suburban Maryland.
But last year, about this time, there was little solitude to be found. An FDA senior scientist, he'd just blown the whistle on his own agency.
The FDA, as currently configured, is incapable of protecting America.
Graham told senators of an FDA too cozy with the pharmaceutical industry, lax on public safety, and punitive to its scientists who don't toe the company line. There was shock, outrage, and general agreement that things at FDA would have to change.
Consumers should not have to second guess the safety of what's in their medicine cabinet.
What grade would you give the FDA the past year for addressing the shortfalls that you exposed?
I'd give it a failing grade.
A year later, Graham says Americans are no safer, still vulnerable to another Vioxx. He's referring to the blockbuster painkiller taken off the market due to heart attack and stroke risk. Graham had tried to sound the safety alarm earlier, but said his bosses wouldn't allow it. The FDA wouldn't agree to an interview, but says since that scathing Senate hearing, it has taken steps to win back public confidence. They've established a Drug Safety Oversight Board and asked the Institute of Medicine to study drug safety. But Graham says those initiatives rely heavily on people and information provided by the FDA.
You have this board that basically is sort of it's a kangaroo organization. It's a sham. It will rubber stamp whatever the center wants, but it will give it the political cover that it desires.
But what probably got the most attention was Graham's outing of 5 drugs that he said pose safety concerns. The acne medicine Accutane,